name's Nick Leahy from Salt Yard Restaurant, and today we're going to be making a little Harissa Grilled Chicken Thigh with a citrus yogurt and crispy chickpeas. Harissa is just one of my favorite ingredients. I use it at the restaurant all the time. It's a great mix of a little bit spicy, earthy. It's just got a lot of depth of flavor to it. 'Cause it's got cumin, it's got coriander, it's got fresh chilies, dried chilies, garlic. It just brings a depth of flavor, but also a brightness of flavor to any dish that you put it in. If you miss anything during the recipe, just scroll down to the bottom. The ingredients and the method will be down there. All right, let's get started. All right, so the first thing we have a little bone-in chicken thigh. We have a little bit of the harissa paste here, so we're just going to take that, scoop it right on top of the chicken there. And then in the recipe, there's the zest and juice of 1 lemon and 1 lime. So we're going to use half of each here in the marinade, and the other half will go into the sauce. So take half a lime, squeeze it on top there, and then take half of your lemon as well. And then we'll take about half of the zest in here as well and save the rest for the sauce. So just give that a nice stir around, really coat your chicken. And as with any marinade, you know, the longer you can leave it in there, the better. It'd be pointless to do it for less than an hour, so a minimum of an hour, but if you can do this overnight, you know, the depth of flavor and the permeation is just gonna be a whole lot better. So this is one I did yesterday. So we're just gonna take this out, put a little sprinkle of salt right on top there. And then I actually wanna char some of this marinade up with some of the natural sugars and stuff that are in there. So we're not gonna shake it off too much. We're just gonna go into a nice hot grill. All right, now we'll make the yogurt sauce. So we've just got a cup of whole milk yogurt here. You could use Greek yogurt or any kind of plain flavored yogurt. So first in, we're gonna put the rest of that zest. We'll put in the juice of the remaining lemon and lime. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. A tiny bit of parsley in there. And the richness and the tang of the yogurt just plays really well with that spicy, earthy, harissa flavor that we've got going on in the chicken, so it's kind of a match made in heaven. And now we're going to do some crispy chickpeas. This is just a great little crispy garnish to go on any dish. They just add a nice little bit of texture to the dish. So you don't want to obviously drop these from very high above. And they do have a fair amount of water in them, so you want to add little batches at a time. And they'll be ready when that the rolling bubble in the fryer slows down to just a barely bubbling. That means all the liquid's out. They'll be nice and crispy. The skins are nice and crunchy. And while those are finishing off, I think it's time to flip our chicken. So there we go. Got some nice grill marks. You can see the marinade's really gotten in there. And you can see the bubbles slowing down here. So we're getting close to being ready. All right, so you can see our bubbles slowed down a lot. So we can go ahead and start pulling these out. Just make sure you give them a good strain off. You don't want too much grease in there. And then always, when you take something out of the fryer, give it a season right away while it's nice and hot. All right, our chicken thigh is done, so I think we're ready to plate up. So we're just gonna take a nice healthy dollop of our yogurt. Sort of run it underneath on the plate. You wanna make sure you have enough on there so that every bite of chicken has some yogurt to go with it. Take your chicken, settle them right in the middle there. Good handful of chickpeas just piled on the side. And then some parsley on top to garnish. And there we have it. Harissa Grilled Chicken Thigh with a little citrus yogurt and crispy chickpeas. You'll find more recipes like this at springermtn.com. Thanks guys, enjoy.